Director of Delivery at the Association of Learning Providers. Very pleased with the way that the event's gone today. It was drawn together relatively quickly out of a meeting of minds between ourselves and Inclusion about the fact that the work programme needed a bit more of a sectoral emphasis than it perhaps currently had when it was being developed. And it's been extremely successful from that point of view. A lot of attendees, a lot of buzz in the room, and that's something that obviously we're absolutely delighted about. There's a lot of evidence as well of the sector skills councils, the various providers and the primes actually linking up together and talking. We made a lot of notes along those lines during the course of the day. And quite interestingly as well, it's become quite, I think, a more general networking event almost between providers and different organisations into new ways of how they can work together as well. So I think there'll be some unexpected spin-offs from this, which is good. With regards to the work programme though, I think what is coming out of this is that, as everybody knows, it is a very risky programme for providers to take on. It is absolutely driven by outcomes, absolutely lives and dies by getting jobs. And I've already seen evidence today of where a couple of providers have perhaps not quite got that on board yet at the moment. They've talked a lot about the training that they can deliver, but it is about fundamentally getting people into work. And it's really good to see that providers that haven't perhaps had that, haven't realised that properly before they came in, are starting to grow with that realisation, and the sector is really beginning, on the evidence of today, to begin to work together, to come together to make this programme work. Now that's really good, but what DWP need to realise is that the sector and DWP need to work in the same way. There is an undercurrent with all of this at the moment from a lot of the primes, a lot of the contractors, that actually the fundamental structure, the payment structure, the delivery structure that's being tendered at the moment looks even more risky than they thought. And I think it's incumbent on DWP to really respond to what the sector are telling them. There's a lot of goodwill here. However, at the same time, the sector is saying if you want to make this work, there are elements of this you are going to have to change. And DWP are going to have to respond to that. Not in the way they have done before, but taking a defensive stance and saying, we can't really change this, this is policy. You're just going to have to accommodate to deal with it. There is a distinct danger that if changes aren't made in the way that this programme is being structured, in the way that it's being tendered out, then it's, to say the least, not going to live up to its potential. DWP have to engage with the sectors in the same way as the sectors are engaging with each other, or this whole thing is in danger of falling over its own feet. But I certainly hope it won't.